And when I'm asleep, my body goes, okay, we're just going to black out for a while. You're just going to not see things or hear voices for once. And when I do dream, they tend to be very mundane. They're just very unlikely things, like, oh, I'm just walking along naked. Dreams, not to me, you people, but not to me. One person, thank you. But I've had the coolest dream. Like every now and again, I will have dreams that kind of go on for like I'll dream them in sequence for like a few days or even a week or so, and it's very, very rare. It's almost like my dreams become a mini series. And I'm like, what happened? What's going to happen this week? And one of them, and I spend all day talking about it, but the idea was basically that me and a bunch of friends had found this kind of doorway to another world, very Narnia-esque. It was like in kind of a basement, and we chipped away the old wallpaper or something to find that it was really glass, the window looking into this sort of alien cityscape. And we managed to find a way to get through the glass without breaking it. Like we did some spell or something, and the glass became kind of gelatinous, and we just walked through it like a membrane, you know? And we come out to this alien landscape, which was really impossible city with all these flying cars and lights and colors. It was really, really just indescribably breathtaking. But we found out that there's like 6 suns in the sky, and they orbit in such a way that it's never truly night except for one day out of every 4 years. And that particular night has like, and there was this whole story behind these suns that they had actually been created. The official story was that they'd been created by some demigod to force evil. That night would never fall, but of course mathematically it's going to have to fall at some point, because there's only 6 suns and they all have to go down at once at some point. At least that's my dream. But the thing is, on this one night out of every 4 years, when all the suns were out of the sky for like 8 or 9 hours or something like that, that was Halloween. And Halloween was now a very serious, like, anarchist holiday. That's when, like, seditious people who were against the government, and like this evil tyrant or whatever, came out and did their thing. It's really kind of cool. And this is the whole setting. We have like a number of these weird adventures in this world. So that was a really cool dream. The weirdest thing I've ever dreamt of being was a lighthouse keeper or Santa Claus, whichever it came from. I wanted to be Santa Claus when I was a kid. I really did. Because when I found out that Santa Claus, you know, my brother told me Santa Claus was like real, and I was like, no! And I had this moment with like, no child will ever again have to go through this. I shall take up the Santa Claus. It hasn't happened yet. Maybe when I get old and fat. But yeah, thank you. That's a good question. I like random. Okay, you waving your arms with a teddy bear on the phone, and you're like, is it any dimmer in here? Or is it just me? It's just me.
I know I've never actually seen the whole entire version of the Pudding Story on YouTube, and my friends never heard it before. Like, can you
That's not my story, sweetheart. I have no idea. I think somebody's saying Travis Willingham, and I'm going to go with that answer. I'm sorry, I don't have a pudding story. I will have a pudding story for you next time.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened while you were recording something?
What day of the week? I passed out streaming one. I took out a microphone. There's me from Black Butler with the nun. Okay, so enough of you don't know the nun. I'll view that don't know it. How many people are familiar with the nun scene from Black Butler? Okay, and you people who don't know the nun story, right? Okay. We recorded that scene, and I have to be very careful because it was a very family-friendly panel. So if you want the richer version, come to my panel tonight. But in this scene, Sebastian is doing something that is very surprising with someone who turns out not to be a very good nun. And during that scene, like, he's actually sang a line while he's in the middle of it, and Ian Sinclair was like, that's a good take, but we need another one, and we need more, how can I put this, Tatum? We need more movement. I'm sorry, what? Movement. That's right. Go ahead. Dirty Dick from the microphone stand. Okay, no, I'm not, and I'm your director. Get cracking. And I'm in a whisper room recording that particular day, which is a very small recording booth. It's like the size of a large phone booth or something, and there's no window in it except a tiny, tiny one that's like in the door. And if I'm on mic recording, I can't see out of it. I can only see out of it if I'm back here looking out. And Ian is out there, you know, in the control room. With his microphone here, and I can hear him in my headset and all that. He's like, yeah, go ahead and do this and we do the scene, and I indeed, you know, proceed to move with the line, because my director told me to, and it doesn't read, you know, it adds just that little extra something to the read that makes it sound very legit. When we were done, I hear Ian laughing his head off, and I look into his face, trying to oh my God, you actually did, you were such a bird.